What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? It is that time yet again where we're doing it live. We're doing it live, and we are here. The GRG podcast is back, episode 25, and your boy is sober and calm. I don't know what happened last week, but I damn sure don't want to remember it because you know what? I don't. So what? So we're just a new week, new day. Let's get it going. So now we're going to go to our illustrious panel, and we're going to have some great topics to talk about. So we're going to go on to the matriarchs of the crew. We're going to start off with Lady Infamous. I'm my girl from IMG. What's going on with you?
Hello. Happy Friday, everyone. This is me, Lady Infamous 415, Grown Women Gaming, IntermediateGaming.com, and I am not taking shots like last week. So I'm gonna be all right today. Welcome.
Nice. No shots. I got you. All right, and then we move on.
I'm sipping.
Yeah. That's exactly.
I might get some liquor.
Yeah. I heard that. We're gonna move on to the other lady of the GRG podcast, which is Delilah HD. Hey, and congratulations on your on your great whatever the hell you had. What was it? Your anniversary? Anniversary. You know what I'm saying? That was great.
Fifth year anniversary. Yes. That was great. Enjoyed myself. Nice. I did tune into the show. You guys did get a little wild there. It was pretty funny. So it was entertaining, but it was kind of crazy. But I'm definitely glad to be back and look forward to talking about some games with you all. Had a pretty rough week, so looking forward to playing tonight and tomorrow. Just kind of getting back in the groove of things. But yeah, it feels good to be back.
Yes, no doubt about that. And you know what? We do love black love around here, and all love,
trip, man. Stop.
Black love and all love.
Asian love, Indian love.
Like, what? When you said that last week, I'm like, what is he talking about? Like,
that was just
all love is great. All love is great.
It is.
Love is love.
The love of gaming.
Yes, the love of gaming. Yes, indeed. So
I mean, like, were you envious of that or something? Like, what's going on? Like,
I was happy that I was having a good time. I was lit. That's all I can tell you. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just said that.
He was getting his what's that dude's name from Queen Sugar? He was getting.
You know how they say though. A drunk mind speaks a sober man's thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, that's so good. You know what I'm saying? It might have been. I must have been sober.
Blackberry molasses.
But anyway, let's move on to the rest of the panel. All right, man. Hey, our boy Triple Cup Chuck in the house. What's up with you, bro?
In the mud.
What's going on with you?
Shit, big cooling, same old, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for having me back on here. It's a different week. You know what I'm saying? By last week podcast, I want to first and foremost say I want to plead the fifth, and we might drink a fifth. Whether it's your boy Triple Cup chucking them up. Let's talk about some game. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's go. And then we move on to last but not least, our Donald Trump of our podcast, man. The man, hey man, what's going on, man? Why are you messing with North Korea? Why are you messing with North Korea, bro?
Look, I don't even fucking need right now. I really don't.
We don't need that drama in our lives, man. Listen,
I didn't mean to kick the hornet's nest, which is the PlayStation nation and their infatuation of Persona. You was the one who started this shit last week, Kmega. You and your drunk talking about that damn
the pedophile
weirdo teacher shit. All I did was research the shit. Saw it was in the game. Look, I have no listen. It's a game. All I said was the shit's in the game. Some people might not like it though. Some people don't play violent games because of the blood. I don't see why that's such an extreme. But once you say, I might not play the game because that shit's in there, people get so defensive on PlayStation side. I don't fucking get it. But whatever. What the fuck ever.
Little mini rant there.
Yeah, I know that. This is intros. This ain't the live wire hour. I don't know what.
I'm sorry. I had to get this shit a little bit off my chest.
Right. And then somebody popping in late and being tarte. What's going on with
like
you?
A diva.
Like a diva.
Like a straight diva.
RDX, man.
Mr. Petty Diva. What's going on with y'all today?
You know what's going on. What's up, people, man? I just want to go from a slumber, but before every killing.
You was a goddamn lie. I just seen you playing live, bitch.
Exposed.
Exposed.
There's a misconception with that. I pulled a Kmega move. I left my shit on and I left the house.
Is that what that is? Is that what
Yeah, I left my shit on.
That's what I do, huh? You know what I'm saying? I got my Rachel Maddow on, quiet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you about that, bro. You've been on TV for like 6 months, man. What's going on?
Oh, 6 months? Damn,
Yeah,
6 months. Damn, I'm just popping up. I'm just popping up those little. I'm just popping up those little achievements and stuff. Just popping them up. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting out there on 6 months for doing nothing. But anyway, we gonna ask some questions. And you know what? Hey, at least I buy my game, so that's all that matters to me.
Red box.
Hey, I think we all do.
Red box.
You gotta be smart about your purchases, bruh.
Yeah,
you ain't lying about that all day.
That means I will never listen to you again about purchasing the game. Remember Fortnite?
Hey, like I said, but you have a really low expectation of video games, so you might like it, bro. Like
you told me that's a champagne type of game, so I'm kind of like, all right, we good to go. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the game's not horrible; it's just repetitive. That's all.
But you said that it was the champagne, the creme de la creme of gaming, and I said,
Really?
oh, you know what? Yeah, that's what he told me.
What
He said,
game?
No, I am.
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Not the game.
Yeah, Fortnite.
It's
okay.
all right.
Yeah. So anyway,
we all drink some cheap shit once in a while, bro.
oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, Fortnite's like Night Train. It looks good when you put it on
Right. You take a couple of sips and then you like anything, huh? All right, I got you.
Yeah, Night Train. There you go.
Fortnite's like Four Loko with ice, man.
Oh man. Okay, man. Let's get to these questions, man. All right, man. Topic number 1. Lawbreakers. I know that's like the little hot topic right now. And, look, I'm going to start off with you, Delilah. You know what I'm saying? Lawbreakers, it had a slow start. Will this game have any type of, will it ever come, can it come back? Can it lift itself up like a flower that's in the ghetto of some crazy metropolitan place and bloom? Yes or no?
Well, I mean, I really can't speak on it because I haven't played the game, so I don't have any personal experience to say whether it's good or bad, that kind of thing. But from an industry perspective, man, it's looking bad. It's looking real bad. I think the one thing they can do is try to improve the advertising and also release some like good DLC maybe. But man, it's just looking bad. They already got like some negative feedback from people in the Xbox industry that's salty because they couldn't get it on the consoles. You got people it's putting reviews out on Steam that's it's like 50-50 and how they feel about the game, and then you got the user traction on it is just constantly dropping. I just feel bad for Cliffy because they put 3-4 years into this game. So I feel kind of bad for Cliffy, but I mean, I guess you make the bed, you got to lie in it. So
absolutely, because that's one thing that I think that hurt him more than anything is just his attitude about if the game was coming to Xbox, or just his attitude period. I
spoke on a little bit in the GWG podcast last week. I just was talking about like how you shouldn't take shots like that. I mean, you shouldn't burn bridges. You know what I mean? Pretty much that's what I was going with.
And that's exactly what. Hey man, this is kind of like a Respawn type of thing, man, all over again. So what about you, Lady Infamous? Where are you at on this? I mean, do you think this game has a chance to maybe get some traction here later on?
Hell no, cuz. You know why? Overwatch fucked it up for everybody else. Yep. Anybody that has
Hellblade, everybody. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start my mic work. Okay. It fucked up for everybody. Because any other game that come after Overwatch, if it's a smidget like Overwatch, it's not going to get any sales. And personally, I don't have no personal experience, but I did went to E3, and Lawbreakers was there. And mind you, E3 was crowded as shit with all these games, these new games coming out. But Lawbreakers was like one of the booths that didn't have like a lot of people there. They were doing like tournaments and stuff, but it wasn't like people actually cheering on, and it was motherfuckers on their phones and just sitting and chilling and not even really paying attention to the game. Based on the population of that booth at E3, I knew it wasn't gonna be popular when it released. And then come to find out, they don't want to release it on Xbox. Well, y'all trying to like, why? I mean, y'all didn't promote it like y'all supposed to, and y'all really missing revenue. Why would you miss revenue like that? You know what I mean? So, and people's attention span is real quick when it comes to gaming, and like shorter and shorter and shorter. So if the shit ain't popping within a week, it's not gonna be popping at all.
Well, that's a great point. What about you, All Day? Does this game has any legs?
I mean, if you balling on a budget, maybe. You know what I mean? If you just need a game to play and you don't really have nothing else, I see it. But I mean, coming from, you know, making a monumental title like Gears of War, right? And very creative. It took the industry by storm. It was crazy, right? And to show your lack of creativity with this title is mind-blowing to me, because you just basically copied the formula of Overwatch, put a generic B-movie layer on top of it, and made it cheap. You know, like, this game screams free-to-play. It should have stuck with the Paragon model of free-to-play. You know, it probably would have done better with microtransactions in the long run. But I played the game. It's super mediocre, and it's super passable, man. Fuck that game.
Damn. All right. Tell us how you really feel.
Did you say fuck that game?
Yeah.
Fuck that game.
So
Okay.
That's not a champagne sipping type of game.
That's more of that's more of a damn. What can I compare it to? It's more like a Zima.
Oh,
that's
that. Well, you know what? Ladies love Zima, so well, you know.
No, you ain't not this lady. Not this lady, sir. Not this lady.
Okay, I'm just saying. Hey, well, we know you're a little bit rugged. You kind of hard on the edges. You know what I'm saying? You know.
You stupid.
But I say the only positive thing about the game. The only positive thing I can say is just the price point, really. You know
that's the one positive thing about it is the price point. But okay, so it's like a Zima without the Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
Hey, that's what the chicks used to drink it. They used to put Jolly Ranchers in it, man. So
Jesus Christ.
You are showing your age so much.
Well, hey, man, what are you talking about, man? I'm just saying, you know. But okay, anyway. All right, we're gonna move. Donald Trump, man. What you think about? What do you think about this, man? Does this game has any chance of making a comeback? Because hold on, I don't know if y'all read this. This came out today. Cliffy B said that he is not worried about the slow start right now. He knows that the game is going to get some traction. What do you think about that?
He's saying what he has to say, but you know,
it don't look good. I tell
what
you
you want to see?
It don't look good. I'll tell you that much. And the reason why I say that is even games that did pick up later on and had slow launches, it's because they were like in crowded areas. Like look at a game like Rainbow Six. It came out in the holidays. Like there's really no excuse for this game to be dying like it is. Especially when people say, "Oh well, you know, you got games like Hellblade and shit like that coming out." But Hellblade is a single player game. You know, that really shouldn't really dive and cut into what Lawbreakers is really doing. You know, for the simple fact that they're not in the same genre. So I don't know. It looks suspect. My bad. I got the hiccups. But I don't know, man. It don't look good, man. It doesn't. Because I don't see it really picking up due to the fact that it's not going to get better. Destiny comes out in a month. Like, the shit's going to get worse. Not better.
I didn't even think about that.
That's
man.
So they thinking like, oh, snap. You know, give me a freaking a month and then Lawbreakers is going to catch up. Hell no. You thought this shit was bad now? Shit. And I don't even like Destiny, but I know that shit's gonna kill it. Yeah. And don't let PUBG come out, you know, because then you might lose some of your players to the Xbox side or I won't say the PC. I mean, I think anybody who really wants it on PC is already kind of playing it, you know. So,
but see, the game got good reviews though. That's why it's kind of weird. I mean, so
did Titanfall. We saw how that shit happened. Yeah, it turned out.
Yeah.
And that shit came out the box with good reviews. That shit was it was 92 on Metacritic, and people still didn't give no fucks.
Saying game of the year. Actually, it was a candidate for game of the year.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. But guess what? You know what? You could tell me a turd doesn't. You could tell. Look, I'm looking at this shit and I'm telling you, this looks like shit, and you could tell me that ain't shit. But if I'm looking at it and I say that's shit and it smells like shit, god damn it, it's shit.
All right, thank you, Donald Trump, for your XP. Only you, Lawbreakers.
Well, I'm just saying, Titanfall. I'm playing shit right now. Titanfall is a good campaign, but the multiplayer don't disrespect me. That ain't the original Titanfall. Don't disrespect me. Disrespect my gaming prowess. Like, I've played the original Titanfall. That shit does not. Titanfall 2 plays like some Titan Call of Duty clone. Fuck that.
I think you're joking on all degrees.
What do you mean about Titanfall?
Yeah, like what? What are you talking about?
No, Titanfall. No, it's not. The campaign is dope. You know, but the multiplayer is,
I like the multiplayer. I mean, it's not.
It's all right, but it ain't as good as the original.
No, it's not. It's not as good as the original, but it is good. But it's entertaining to play. I mean, I could play it for hours if I.
This is what I can tell you for what they could have done with Titanfall. Just real quick, right? All they had to do was add the aspects that they added with the guns and maybe the robots, but kept the same feel. That's what's missing. The feel is different.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like Titanfall. It feels like something else. That's the problem. It just don't, even the campaign don't feel like Titanfall.
The campaign was cool though. I like the campaign.
No, I like the campaign was cool because of the story and shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't, but it still doesn't fit. Like, that's what carried it. People, it's not really the gameplay or anything like it was the story was solid. That's what really people raved about.
Well, okay, now I can agree with you on that, LiveWire. What do you think about that all day? I mean, if that game was multiplayer just like Titanfall 1, would you think that it would still have legs?
What if it was just multiplayer and no story?
Yeah.
But with Titanfall 2?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Titanfall needed that story, and they did a good job. So.
Well, no, they needed the story, but I'm just saying, I don't think, after playing Titanfall 1 and then you play Titanfall 2, they would just, if they were the same, it would be, you know what I'm saying? The thing that would save it would probably be because it has all that content, because that was the knock on Titanfall 1, because it didn't have a lot of content at all.
I mean, in both games, and respect. I respect both. Gameplay. I think it felt smooth. It felt better than ever. I didn't have no problems with it. Playing both games. I just felt like it was more the same, if anything.
Yeah. But you know what it feels like? Like, this is what I compare that situation to kind of what happened with Halo 4 and Halo 5, right? Mm-hmm. Halo 4 had the better story, but people hated the multiplayer for that shit.
Yeah, the multiplayer.
Halo 5 didn't have the better story, but people loved the multiplayer. And you see that more people are playing multiplayer and playing Halo 5 now than they ever. Like, when Halo 4 lost their people to COD, they never came back. Nope. Halo 5 still got all their people.
Yep.
That's the
got more
difference.
We got more. That's a big difference. Last night, like, I'm like, y'all not understanding. This game is 2 years old, and if it's in the top 15. Yeah, that's saying something, because normally a lot of games that's 2 years old don't have a lot of stability, So
that's because the content in that game is insane,
right,
bro.
It's insane. Plus, it's free. Yeah, it's free. And then also, all right, Triple Cup, what's up, man? What do you think about Lawbreakers? Do you think this game is going to get a boost anytime soon? Have you played it?
No, I seen it, and it really didn't pique my interest. I mean, personally, when I was first in the game and on the way they announced it, I knew it was going to be dead in the water. As soon as it touched, it was going to all fry. My thoughts was when they was talking about like Clifford B, who had one with PlayStation because of the game, or the PlayStation had the big install base. They had like 60 million, and quote to say Xbox had 30, 40 million or whatever, or they say Xbox have. But he was looking at the wrong numbers. So he was supposed to be looking at numbers, but he was looking at the wrong numbers. The numbers he should have been looking at was the Xbox Live to the PlayStation Plus. So he would have seen Xbox got more people playing online than the PlayStation do. So he should have brought it to the Xbox, because that's an always online game. So you got to go with the bigger install base for the people that's online. And that's a reason he should have brought it to the Xbox. Plus, Xbox plays shooter games. PlayStation plays single player games like Hellblade. That's the perfect game to go to the PlayStation first. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that. But he pretty much made a big mistake. And if he had got paid for it, our money ain't good money. So I don't really see that game get no legs. Even if it comes to the Xbox now, it's too late because by the time they'll be able to transfer the game to the Xbox, they're gonna be having these big blockbuster games coming out, and then when Madden come out, it's over with. Once Madden hit, it's over with. Because after Madden come out, you're gonna get game after game after game after game after game. Before you know it, it's February next year, and we get Sea of Thieves. His game, I can't see his game doing number going down.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves would kill that shit.
Yeah, it's I don't know. That's for me. I just my thoughts on it. Do you think
he would have did better if he would have picked a better like release window? Like, let's say if it was like a few months back.
No, I think the release window was fine, but the problem was that his promotion tactics, his attitude, and the fact that, like Triple Cup said, is that you're looking at the numbers. Yes, 60 to 63 million consoles in the wild is it's like I said in my video, it's like Kobe steak. You just want a little slice of it. It tastes so good, but the problem is that is a single player experience. You know what I'm saying? For the PlayStation, they cater more to those single player experiences than they do the multiplayer games, unless they're COD or Overwatch, something of that nature. Even Battlefield. But that's you're trying to bring a new IP into the wild, take it to the PlayStation, and say, here you go. Don't really do that much promotion except just saying, hey, we decided to bring it to the PlayStation because it would just be a better place to play. PlayStation fans ain't really looking at it like that. They're still playing the games that they have, and they're also looking forward to games that's coming out at the like we are saying, like past Madden, saying Destiny. More people are saving up their money and things like that for Destiny. It's a tough situation, man. I mean, he should have chose to keep it on the PC, cater to them first, and then bring it to the Xbox. That would have been fine. And also, if he just told the Xbox fan base, look, man, I'm bringing the game. I just wanted to bring it out here to PlayStation first because it has a bigger install base. There would have been some people still bitching about it, but you know what? Forget them. You know what I'm saying? The Xbox fans would have still embraced him because they still got love for him because of Gears, and you go back to his history with Quake and all of that. So he had he had his opportunity, but I think he squandered it. So for Kmega's thoughts on it, I say ain't happening.
Preach. I was waiting for that shit too. I'm like, when he gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I had to do it. So anyway, we're gonna move on to the next topic. Okay. Let's. I didn't do my shit in order, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just start with this. Hey, Livewire. You know what? You came up with this topic, and I think that this is a good topic to talk about. So I'm going to kick it to you because I want you to give us an explanation of what you meant about gamers being too defensive. So you go ahead.
Yeah, I think that people this day and age are way too critical. Way too sensitive about people being critical about games that they like. I think people just jump out the window anytime somebody says something about a game. Now, don't get me wrong. You might feel that whatever that person's saying about the game is extremely incorrect or whatever. But the fact that a lot of these guys just jump out the window. They'll comment and whether it's the media or another gamer and like fucking just jump on their threads like hours on end, like they have no life. Like, I gotta send this guy 100 messages why I don't like the fact that he said that Gears of War has too much chainsaw. Whether or not you agree with him or not, like, who gives a fuck? Like, where is your life that it has hit rock bottom to the point that you text the guy, you tweet this person over 100 times about the same shit? Like, I don't get it. And PlayStation guys are known for doing the same dumb shit. It's like, yo, enough is enough. Like, what the fuck? Like, grow the fuck up. Like, it's not that serious. It is about gaming. Don't get me wrong. Y'all can have a discussion, but I just think that, some people just, like, I think when it comes to gamers, I think it's men more than any women. I swear to God. I swear our female gamers just look at us like, look at this shit. This motherfucker
You
out
ain't
here.
lying.
This
Every
motherfucker.
day.
And be like, look at these guys out here. Their pussy is bleeding for real. Like, what the fuck is going on with these guys? Be like, look, you know what? Fuck it. We gonna have to have the nuts in the relationship out here in the gaming field because these motherfuckers out here crying like a bunch of hoes. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I think it's just a mix of ego. I mean, because women, I mean, personally, I don't care. You know, I have my opinion on some things, but ultimately, I don't care because I know I'm gonna play whatever I want. You know, when I want. I mean, I own everything. So, you know, if I choose to play a game 2 months from now, it came out today. It is what it is because it's my time, my effort. So, I mean, it just trips me out when people try to point out certain things. Like I've gotten like people send me messages and this and calling people frauds. It's just like stupid to me.
But then you know what they also don't allow you to do? They don't allow you to have your opinion change. You ever notice that?
Like that too.
Like when I started playing Shadow of Mordor, I did not like that game. Granted, I can't get
into that game either. Like because it was too much like Assassin's Creed for me, and I'm not a fan of Assassin's Creed fan.
And that's fair enough, right? But when I changed the style in which I was playing the game, I actually started to enjoy it. But that was something on my end, you know, based on the way I was trying to play it initially. Granted, that's how I wanted to play it back then.
Yeah, my husband, like he's a huge Assassin's Creed fan, so he's always trying to get me to
play similar,
to play similar games or jump back into that game. I just couldn't deal with the repetitiveness of the first Assassin's Creed, so I kind of just gave up on the series because it just kept moving so fast. I couldn't keep up with the story.
Yeah,
but that's the primary reason. But
people will try to bite your head off because of one game of the year and all. They'll be like, "How dare you?" Be like, "Listen, you got to understand. Some people are not even in that mode. It's almost like when you ever have a situation where." Oh man, what was the name of that movie that Ben Affleck made? Was it called Fargo? Not Fargo. The one where they're like in Israel or some shit. And it was some country, and they were. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the name.
Are you talking about the hostage situation in Iran?
Yeah,
that's Fargo. That's
Fargo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they were in that other country, and all right. So it won all these awards and all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. And my friend was like, "Yo, you got to go see this movie. You got to go see this movie." I was like, "Oh man, I'm just not in the mood to watch this movie."
Fargo.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You got me saying Fargo.
Yeah, Fargo's with the getting the snow and all that shit. All right. Well, anyway, so Argo, right?
Yeah, me.
When I actually started watching the movie, I was like, "Yo, this movie is legit," but I still had to be in the mindset to be ready to watch that movie. And to be honest, a lot of times I feel the same way for games. Not all, like, not every game I want to play right then and there. It's not, some games you kind of got to warm up to in order to really be like Life is Strange. I'm playing that shit right now and I'm fucking loving it. But I've owned that shit for over a year.
Right, but it's your prerogative.
It's your prerogative.
Yeah, but I just wasn't in the mood. And when I initially played it, I was like, this shit's kind of fucking boring, But after warming up and playing it over time, I realized, oh, you know what? This shit is legit. But I had to get to that point. And I think that gamers, when they just don't allow people to, have flexibility with their opinion, and they're just too goddamn sensitive sometimes, right? I just think they are.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah, go ahead.
The thing about it is, when you play video games, other people that not even in your circle is always going to talk about how you should play a certain game and which games you need to play. Now, mind you, if you ain't in the inner circle, I'm not fit to listen to no opinions on what you have to say.
I feel you.
Now, I can respect the fact that you have an opinion, and if I say, yo, I like this game right here, and, you tell me, well, I disagree with you, I don't like that game, I'm like, that's cool, that's your shit. But you're not going to cut my head off on the games that I purchase and the style that I play. Now, I had a situation as well that I didn't like Fallout 3. I didn't like that game at all. My brother put me on it. He's like, man, you'll love this game, I promise you. I'm like, man, I don't fuck with this populist bullshit and shit. But the game was one of the best games I ever played. And I played the whole series, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm going to be telling you, don't let nobody stop you from playing the game how you want to play it. If you want to play a game day one and play it 100 hours straight, that's your business. If you want to buy a game and hold that shit for 3 years and then play it, that's your business. Everybody should have a right to play their game how they want to play it. Now, I think it's just a younger generation that's really getting aggressive with their opinions, because as we get older, we don't even pay attention to that. We really pay attention about how these games is affecting us as people, and what's affecting our wallets, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I know you said that, but I've seen people I know that's way older than 16, 17 years old. They like in their mid 30s, and they, you know, making videos with other
50,
people.
yeah.
But they mind state might be still a 15-year-old child though.
I don't even. They not even. That's not even in my peripheral. I didn't even know they existed. I thought the majority of grown adults knew, you know, how they conduct themselves when it comes to gaming, and not let no.
You'll be surprised.
Especially internet shit get in your head. I try to avoid it.
Way too serious.
I try to avoid that as far as possible. I just want nothing but positivity around me, man.
Exactly. All day, you're quiet on this subject. I mean,
he playing live. He playing big live.
Oh, okay. That sounds
I'm playing live too. I don't know why he's so quiet though.
He might not be, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what he doing.
I don't know, but then regardless, you know, because this was right up his alley. But yeah, no, as for me, yeah, I mean, you know, you guys know that I'm very stubborn, and you know, the people in the chat that's following me, they know that I'm digging in the dirt. I'm digging in the dirt. That's just me. I'm in the trenches. But you know, it's not like that I'm always right either. And you know, and there's some things that you know, when you say something about a certain game or something that I've talked about in the past or whatever, you know, it doesn't mean that I won't go back and I won't play that game, or I can't change my thought process like you guys were saying. You know, like on multiplayer last night, there was a discussion that Z brought up that to me was kind of that was really, it was weird, because he's on this kick about how he wants 343 and the coalition to make different games.
Me too. I agree with him on that.
And my stance of it was that, you know, if that's what 343 or, you know, coalition is making another game, by the way, but you know, but 343 wants to stick to primarily keeping it Halo because that universe is so big. I don't have a problem with that either. I'm like, you know, I don't. And the thing that I was trying to say was that, look, that's just kind of like, I don't want Cadillac to try to start making Mercedes-Benz, or I don't want a Lincoln to try to make a fucking Audi. You know what I'm saying? So why is it that, you know, if these people are excited to just make one particular type of game, then that's their decision. Now, you know, everybody was coming off like it was like, you know, like Microsoft has put them, you know, kind of like in a Konami type of state to where this is all you have to do. And then, like when me and Post Up was talking after the show, he come to find out that when the coalition, when they had a choice. Like Killer Phil went to him and said, "Look, do you want to do this game that you've been working on, or do you want to do Gears?" They chose to do Gears. Now, some of the developers didn't like that, but the majority made the vote, and it was their choice. But now they're going back, and I believe that's the game that's going to work. And I think it's that Shanghai Knights or whatever. So, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I look at it like I would like them to make different games because, you know, they're a proven team. And I feel like they should take a franchise and just alternate franchises, kind of like, you know, Forza Horizon and Forza Motorsport. Like, I think that each division that does like Halo or Coalition, they should have 2 franchises each, and they should cycle between those games so that there won't be any franchise fatigue and things like that. But
yeah, I said I don't mind it. I mean, if that's the case, but my stance was if they don't want to. And it turned into this because I was giving my opinion. Well, you're wrong. That's not how it's supposed to be. How am I wrong? I'm just stating. I mean, if that's what they want to do, nobody's making that decision.
Well, to be honest, I think they should have subdivisions. Like, think of it like LucasArts, right? LucasArts is what? Star Wars. That's what they are. Mm-hmm. But they don't only make Star Wars movies, but the main part of LucasArts, that's what they do. Star Wars. That's it. They don't touch anything else. Right. They do have subdivisions that do shit like Red Tails and Indiana Jones and shit like that. But the main part is Star Wars. And Halo 343 and Coalition could do the same thing. They can have subdivisions where their smaller teams work on, AAA titles, but they're just like, maybe somebody who was working on Halo for years doesn't want to do Halo anymore. But instead of just letting them go to another company, you just put them in a head of a subdivision. Be like, all right, you're part of 343, I don't know, New York or whatever, and you're building this whatever game, right? Or maybe they do a Halo game, but it's not original Halo game. It's like a RPG Halo game where it's third person. Whatever the case may be.
See, I disagree with that part. I feel like if it's 343, they should stick to what they're good at. So let them do another first-person shooter game, just with a different kind of story arc, different kind of environment, that kind of thing. Because it's so many, let them do Perfect Dark, for instance. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a first-person shooter. They can put a lot of effort behind it. Microsoft owns the IP. I think you could see a lot of something good come out of 343 doing something like that. So I would expect them to stick to their strength. Like, for instance, Coalition, then I would expect them to do like a third person game, because they did Gears, so that the other alternate game should be in that realm. You don't have to play the same, but at least make it close. That the graphics is going to be on point. The feel is going to be on point because they know what they're doing. So
right, but they all can still work together. Like, you can get a game where 343 partners up with Coalition and partners up with Turn 10 to make some epic version of like their own Grand Theft Auto. If that's what they wanted to do. Maybe not Grand Theft Auto, but it's a game where you drive cars, you got a third person, and then you also have first person shooting mechanics within that. Maybe when you go into, aim down sights, it becomes first person.
Right. Well, see, this is the thing. Okay, Triple Cup, what you got to say before I get into my little rant
about the games?
Well, but basically, just everything involved with what we're talking about. Just all right, gamers being too damn defensive.
Okay,
that kind of feeds into it, because there's gamers that gets pissed off because if you have a certain stance, they get upset because you don't agree with them. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. Go ahead.
All right, check this out. This is my thoughts about that. Gaming and sports is like oil and water. You can try to force it together, but don't really go together. But you got some gamers that watch sports and play games, and then you got some gamers that hate sports. Now, people that play sports, they got a competitive mentality, and then people that playing games, they learning this new competitive mentality. Now, see the difference between the people that watch sports and play sports. They got to have a sportsmanship. So if you lose a game or you win a game, you condition to dap a person down and say good game, and keep it moving. You might have your team that you like, you'll root for your team, and the person sitting next to you like the rival team, and they'll root against you. But see, we are conditioned in sports to be able to rival with each other and still coexist together. Now with this gaming, it's something brand new with this rival stuff, like the console wars. To be on this level of rivalry that it is, it ain't like the old school Nintendo and Sega days. It's the Xbox and PlayStation days. These days is everybody, they going for those, and they don't know how to be good sportsmanships about it. So if I like an Xbox game and you like a PlayStation game, and we have a discussion about it, and you don't like my points, I don't like your points, but we still can agree on one thing: we both like games. Now, when people sit there and whine and complain about this and that, or say, "Oh, why are you saying this about the developer that his game is said?" I mean, I was raised in that blue ribbon stuff could get thrown away because, excuse me, because see, people be wanting them hand-me-outs and hand-me-downs. See, I had to get it out the mud, so I don't have to worry about somebody trying to down-talk me and stuff like that, because I'm still going to push forward. So if a developer is out here making money, getting, and he getting criticized, and people don't like, oh, man, why you being so hard on him? Man, look, I don't like what he doing, so I'm going to say I don't like what he doing. Don't be over there trying to petty him up and pat his back and stuff. He not no baby. He a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman. Tell him to man up and get on his grind. If it ain't done right, do it again. Don't sit there and try to let him half step and then you pat him on his back. But some people, they don't like for you to be tougher with people. And then the other people, it's like a split situation where other people, they want to sit there and talk and they want to say some off the wall stuff because they don't know how to come at you, or they don't know how to talk to nobody, and they try to catch that attention or try to say something, so they're gonna say some weird off the wall stuff because I ain't gonna say it's not their vocabulary, but their mind of thinking and they frame the way they think about things. And they ain't talking about no age, because I seen little 16-year-old, 15-year-olds talk like a grown man. I seen a 40, 50-year-old man talk like a little 12-year-old child. So it's just the way you condition. So I just look at it like, you know what I'm saying, people get that mentality of it's good for the industry that we root for who you like, and then make your opinions, but at the same token be respectful about what somebody else like. And then if somebody do something better, you know, you can congratulate them, like I feel trying to bring to the industry. But you know what I'm saying, like this is one of my shots. Yoshida, he can't speak English. The only word he know in English is no, and that's because there's a universal word.
No, that's okay. I got you. That's real talk. I think personally, for me, is, you know, why I'm so headstrong about the things that I do is because I know that's how I feel.
Man, you weren't headstrong last week.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut
up. Anyway, listen. I know, because I believe it. What I say when I'm like I said, when I'm dug in, I mean what I say. I'm not deterring. I'm not gonna be swayed. You know, I don't care how many people come after me about Persona or any other game that I've talked about, Street Fighter 5 or whatever. If I say that this is this way for me, my opinion, that's what I mean.
Right, you're entitled to that.
Yeah, I'm entitled to that. You know, and especially for certain games that I played, that I spent money on, like Street Fighter 5. I got Street Fighter 5 on my PC, and I have it on the PlayStation 4. I got it, and I bought both seasons to show support because I'm a fan of Street Fighter. But that game is trash, in my opinion. You don't have to like it, but I don't like when people tell me that Xbox got no games. That shit is ridiculous. I'm over here looking at the game list that they got coming up at the end of this year, and games that's coming out this month that's exclusive to the Xbox console. But again, it's you know, people want to damage control, people want to be defensive. You know, I can't believe that somebody would even want to be defensive about Lawbreakers when you're not buying the game to support it. That's the one thing that annoys me more than anything. You'll have all these trolls that'll stay online all day, all night. I'm like,
and see, I'm with you. If you really want to support something, you put your effort behind it.
Right.
Prime example, like me, like everybody knows. I mean, I'm a Recore fan. Like I love that game. Like I really enjoy. I'm trying to get you know, all the gamer score in that game. I'm like, I need like 2 more.
You gotta wait for the bot to get added.
Right. But what I'm about to say next, it may shock you. I mean, I've bought 15 copies of that game and just gave them out. I'm just saying, no, I giveaways and stuff like that.
I'm like, well, you made me spit out. A little bit.
No, but
I do some motion.
But see, no, I mean,
15 bucks.
See, you guys know that I do giveaways and stuff like that.
Right,
so sometimes, you know, I give games out at random, or I give games away, things like that. So for me, it's because I simply believe in the game, and I think for me it's a good game. It reminds me of like when I was younger and played like old school Nintendo 64 games, and so that's why I really gravitate to a game like that. But that's just my personal preference,
right?
And I'm entitled to that. So when someone so when someone say, "Oh, Recore sucks," and Recore this, and you know, and say what they got to say about the game, that's fine. I don't even get all up in arms about it because that's their opinion. It is what it is, you know.
Right, and that's the thing that I'm just trying to say is like, look, I love Quantum Break. I think that's one of the most original stories that I've played this generation, and I love that game. I think it's fantastic. Don't care if the game sold well or not. I don't care if it sold 1 copy and that was the copy that I bought. I don't care. I love it. It's a great game. You know, so for anybody that's, you know, liking any other of these PlayStation 4 games or PC games, that's your business. You know, but the thing that trips me out more than anything is like with this whole, you know, I want Microsoft to split up their divisions and things like that. People don't say that to the people that makes GT, to make Gran Turismo. That's all
I wouldn't recommend that because I spoke to a couple of people, especially hardcore Halo fans, and people gotta realize some people buy Halo and that's literally all they play. So if you're telling them that they got to wait 6 years for another Halo because you want to make another game, that's not going to fly. Now, if you can give them their Halo in 3 years while at the same time still making another game, that is fine. They have no objection to it as long as it doesn't fuck with the fact that they're getting Halo every 3 to 4 years. You see what I'm saying?
Well, and the thing, yeah, I mean, okay,
because people
want all these change, but let me just say this: people want all these change, but when they brought Locke and Team Osiris, look at the outcome of how that was.
They screwed that up. So with in my opinion, what they should have did with Halo 5, they shouldn't have called it Halo 5. They should have called it Halo something else, because just like how they did ODST, people's like, oh, okay, it's not an official, Halo release, so we can look past not playing as Master Chief. They just messed that whole thing up.
To be honest, Delilah, you're absolutely, because what they should have done, to be honest, Kmega, is had a traditional Halo game with Chief, and then bring out Locke and Team Osiris as an extended
Halo Team Osiris. That's what I'm saying. They should just call it Halo Team Osiris.
Exactly.
And let it been that.
Team Osiris. It should be Team Osiris. It should be just Locke. That's all their name should have been. Halo Locke. That's it.
But see, they would have had
Osiris in the background, the Master Chief, and them on the side. Let a bitch, but that's what it should have been.
My thing is, they would have had an easier time if they did the DLC for
Halo Locke.
Yeah, if they did the DLC first, and then if they made Locke his own game later, people would have been cool with it because they already knew who he was. He already had his own DLC, so then you could go off and make another game. But to have the first game that came out on Xbox One to be kind of like not a Halo game, I think that's where a lot of people weren't cool with that. Because think about it, the first game on Xbox 360 wasn't ODST or Reach, it was Halo 3. So to me it just made more sense to actually.
The universe is so big. That's the reason why I don't knock 343 for just sticking to Halo, because the universe is so big. I've been saying this. It's like, look, this universe is okay. It's like Star Trek and Star Wars. They can have spinoff after spinoff, and they can do different genre of games with the Halo name behind it. Just like you have Halo Wars 2, and as great as that story was, I know that a lot of people don't like RTSs. They're not into them, but that story alone on Halo Wars 2 is epic, and yeah, it would have been better if it was a side story with Red Team, and they would have made it a shooter, and you would have seen that bad son of a bitch Atriox and all of that. Yeah, it would have been a lot better. But the fact of it is that story is still great, and it adds to the Halo lore. But this isn't all just about Halo. I'm just saying all in general, because if somebody out there likes The Order, if they paid, I don't care how bad that game may be, but if they paid their money for that game and they love it, who am I to say you're wrong for liking that game? You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
You're entitled to like whatever the hell that you purchase. But if you're one of these bums out here that sit y'all's asses out here and don't buy these games and just talk shit about everything, then you are the problem and you need to be extinguished. Period. You know what I'm saying? True gamers need to extinguish these trolls that don't purchase any fucking games except for maybe the usual, and then they say that they're a great gamer. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing that I'm talking about. Like, we need to get rid of those type of defensive talking. You know what I'm saying? Everything that PlayStation do is right, even the ones that say everything Xbox do is right, because that's not the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That shit was annoying because there was so many goddamn people talking about Bloodborne is the best game ever. Bitch, do you play it? Nah, it's not my type of game. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
you're not playing this.
That's why I want to reserve my opinion on Lawbreakers, because I'm like, okay, I haven't played the game. I can't really speak on whether it's a great game from my personal experience. Yeah. So I mean, I'm looking at it. It's got decent reviews, that kind of thing.
I saw the crowd at E3. I knew it was going to be popping.
Lawbreakers is cool, but me and B Shadows played it for a couple of hours on the PC, on the beta, and I played it once, and I was done. And you know what I'm saying? I never went back, but I went. See, this is the crazy thing. I went to go get it, and I got it. Yeah, we was over here wondering what was going on with you.
Yeah, his mic was on mute his mic was on mute the whole time.
I can hear Shirley. I was like, motherfuckers cut me off one more time. I'm shutting down.
No, ain't nobody cut you off.
Yeah, but no, that was Lawbreakers is. it's cool for what it is. You can really get into the game.
Wait, hold
It's
on.
not bad.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, I bought it, but I had to
You
get a
played the
refund.
beta, right? You played the
Yeah,
beta.
I played the beta.
So
Yeah,
Wait, you played the beta and then you bought it?
Yeah, I bought it.
So you like it?
I liked it enough to play it on the PC.
He got money to burn. Let him buy what he wants.
Yeah, that's
Come on now. I didn't say all that. I didn't say all that.
Oh shit!
I didn't say all that. Here we go. No, I didn't say all that. I just said I bought it to show support because look.
Support for what? Fuck them. For
what? Support. Look, I'm not.
Mega. I just want to say you played the beta, right? And then you bought the game. So what made you get the refund?
Because I couldn't play the game. I couldn't play the game.
You had two prior gaming experiences with the game. So what made you get the refund? I don't understand. A beta is supposed to determine if you buy a game.
I posted on Twitter. You should be paying attention to what
I don't be on Twitter like that.
I bought the game, and the game it wouldn't boot up for me. It gave me some kind of NGS error, and I was like, "What the hell?" And so I took it down.
See, this is why I can't.
See, this is why I'm a console gamer more than I am a PC gamer.
That's right. Me too.
But this is the thing that bothered me, right? The beta was absolutely fine. It loaded up, everything was cool. But Cliffy B and some team went to some company that you had to sign up to, and you had to link up your Steam account or your PS4 account or both, and in order for the game to work. So it was its own form, I guess, of DRM, I guess. I don't know, whatever. But still, it wouldn't let me do it. I got home early from work, and I've been trying to get that game to work all fucking day. And I had to I sit there and I talk to
you're overlooking, bro.
And I talked to I sit there and hit support. I talked to them. I talked to support on Steam, and I did everything that they told me to do. I said I don't know what the problem was. So I got fed up, and I posted it. I said, "Hey, Cliffy B, I gave you a chance. I tried to support your game because I know you got a crew out there."
Yeah, you said that like Cliffy did that personally. You like,
well, yeah, like
he got to you. He got to you.
Nah, but
he got
I told Steam. Refund.
You have to take into consideration this is a Kmega problem, so it could be anything.
Now, you might be right. Yeah, you know
it could be.
I'm a little computer savvy. I ain't that computer savvy, but I did everything that they told me to. Stop it.
He probably forgot his password to a Steam account, some more shit. You know?
I got my Steam counter already. I got that locked down.
What was the original question about gamers being too sensitive? Or
that was the thing. It's
all right. So
why is gamers being too defensive?
I mean, it's to keep it short and sweet. I mean, it's 2017, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Social media, I do believe, is the focal point for lots of subgenres of entertainment. So you're gonna see a lot of comments and opinions, and that's what you want. That's what makes everything thrive. People come together, positive or negative. So you're gonna hear it. Someone might challenge your opinion because they feel a different way. That's just life. You know what I mean? Somebody might talk shit about you because you got them pro wings on. Like it.
No, it's not a problem. Like I don't think anybody just think that it's a problem. It's just.
So I'm just saying, in gaming, you should expect. I would like more people to be vocal about their opinion. That's the whole point.
No, being vocal about your opinion is fine, but defending just anything.
Look. I'm talking about people defending it to death.
Yeah, like they
you gave your opinion, and then you're texting me 100 more times about the same shit, bro. I got it.
Listen,
I don't agree, but I got it.
Listen, people will defend their purchases to the death, bro. It's their money. Money's very important to some people.
There's people that don't even buy these games to defend them though all day.
Well, I mean, then that's the issue with themselves. They're
right,
bros.
and that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're talking about. Look, like I said, I defended the person that said that they love Street Fighter 5 or they love Persona or they love whatever. That's you spent your money on that game. Then you have every right to defend it if you love that game like that. Yeah, but the people that don't.
Yeah, if you don't buy it and you just talking shit.
Yeah, they just talk shit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So,
I think Persona got to be an exception, though.
Nah!
Man, the stuff that y'all was saying, I refuse to go look that game up.
Man, look it up.
No, ain't Man, I'm not gonna have the police coming to my house and I gotta be filling out this paperwork, sending it to everybody saying I'm a offender around here. Hell nah.
Hey, look, look, for the people that I said I'm going to buy that game, right?
You know what I'm saying? But ass man.
But if I do, it's going to be on the low. But the people that are pissed off, yeah, you know, that's like if you riding down the street listening to Taylor Swift or something and you got it bumping or whatever. If you into Taylor Swift,
with 4 dudes in the car.
No, you just by yourself. Hell no, there you go. And you roll up, but you roll up on a car, 4 dudes in the car looking at you. What you do on the low? Turn it down. You know
Kmega does a lot of shit.
Hell no, I wouldn't turn it down. I would have kept on singing.
No, now you running down motherfucking Northeast 23rd and hitting Lottie. Hell no, you ain't gonna be bumping on Taylor Swift. There ain't no way.
But you gotta realize,
MLK out here,
Lips, bro.
No. So. But I love Lips. Hold on, wait a minute. Now Lips is my game. I mean, that's
here we go with this shit.
Look, I love Lips. God dang it, Killer Phil. Anybody from the Xbox staff? I know some of you people listen to the podcast. I appreciate that. Hey man, get Killer Phil on the phone and tell him Lips has to be made. That is my shit. Anyway,
hey, Lips a fight night.
Oh, what? Huh?
Lips a fight night. Choose your victory.
We're gonna move on to the next question. That's a tough question because I like them both. I like them both.
Man, you just
you don't understand.
You just say tough. That's a no-brainer for me.
No, man,
that's like blinking my eyes.
Look, man, that is a party. Lips is a party game, and it's epic, man. It has you know what I'm saying, your girl, your friends, everybody can get to play Lips. Like, you know, everybody likes music, you know what I'm saying? And we all sitting here singing some, because it just wasn't all the same type of music. They had R&B, they had hip hop, they had pop, they had rock, they had everything. They had the classics, they had Beach Boys, they had Marvin Gaye, whatever you want. So like, you know, we would sit there and we would be bumping nothing but you know what I'm saying, the R&B and the hip hop stuff like that. You know, we have occasional people that would come, homeboys would bring a couple of their girls over, and then, you know what I'm saying, some of the chicks might want to listen to Linger or something like that. That's them, right? But it was just a cool breaking the ice game. Was fun. It brings in everybody. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I want to say thank you, Phil, for bringing Spotify, so we ain't got to never worry about Lips coming back.
Bring Lips. Hashtag.
You still on that lip shit?
Stop it. Anyway,
yeah,
I'm trying to get to the next topic, but y'all over here trying to put me in a corner.
You want to talk about Lips?
Man, I'm like,
okay, man, you put yourself in the corner.
Dang.
Nobody tried to pin you in
sleep over here talking about some Lips.
Listen, stop. Listen.
You know it's bad when you got 2 women here talking about don't want to talk about Lips.
You know what? If y'all played Lips, y'all wouldn't even be talking like that. Y'all would
I played the hell out of them. Okay, I have Lips.
Okay, you got Lips.
I'm just saying. But I don't want to talk about it in 2017. I don't want to talk about it in 2017.
If they brought a new one, you would be. You and your husband would be.
Yeah, but it ain't brought one out though. I brought one out in 2017, so I don't want to talk about it.
Jesus. Hey, never seen that Gamescom.
Okay, see that, y'all. You know what? Yeah, okay. Next topic. All right. This was all Dave came up with this one. So basically, the Hellblade method. Okay, he and you know what I'm saying, and I don't disagree with him at all, but. What did you guys thought about that? The Hellblade method, pretty much a small development team make a game like Hellblade, or just make a game and it has a good affordable price. He wants that to be the norm. He wants more developers to start doing that. What do you guys think about that?
I love it. Well, me personally, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you go first.
Well, I was about to say, ladies first.
Oh, thank you. Such a gentleman.
Wow,
$40 games gotta be worth $40 games, because Friday the 13th is not worth $40. A prime example. And with the glitches, with the limited content, and all that mess right there, you gotta make sure, if you wanna, just because your game is $40 don't mean it's gonna be a blockbuster seller, you know what I mean? That's taking a big financial risk, you know what I mean? So you have to make sure, if you do like, as a developer, if you're going to price your game at 40, and you want to make your money, you better make sure that game is popping, and you better make sure you have some microtransactions, because that is the wave of the day. You know what I mean? Every game, damn near every game, got some form of microtransactions. You know what I mean? Now with Hellblade, now I ain't getting this game, but I did, did my research on it. It's about this chick. She's going somewhere to, I guess, rescue the soul of her lover. And the shit that I didn't like about the game was it has a permadeath system that if every time you fail, it's this rot that comes up through your body, right? It starts with your hands, and then it moves up to your chest. And if you hit your face, it's a wrap. The game will, like, erase your progress. So if you that game's like 6 hours long, I believe, maybe 6, 7.
They said 7 to 10 hours.
Yeah,
between 7 and 10. Okay,
6 to 10. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, 6 to 10. Okay, so if I'm at hour 8, I'm be heated. If I'm at hour 9.5 and I'm at the final boss, and the rod hit my face, it's a wrap. I'll be devastated. I'll be upset. I'll be like, man, fuck this game and fuck this $40 I done spent. Yeah. Just like We Happy Few, they had the problem with that game. It was a good game. It was a good story, but it had also a permadeath system. You know what I mean? And
right?
We Happy Few.
Oh yeah, okay.
But I have heard from a lot of people that no one's really died in that game so far. Like, it's not a hard. Game.
It's not a hard game, but they did have that permadeath system in the beginning when they had that beta, and they had that Xbox preview. So that was.
I was talking about Hellblade.
Yeah, Hellblade definitely got it. I got to that point to where I got to they make you die. That's what's so messed up. So you can know, hey, if you keep dying, this is what happens. So
yeah, they give you chances, like you die a few times and that's it. Now,
I know. They give you like 20 times. Damn.
Yeah, so that's what I heard.
If you die 20 times, you might want to hang it up. You know what I mean?
Man, you might stop playing. I died 20 times playing Boss 4 and Bayonetta. So if that was a permadeath game, I would have been fine. So I like the story. Hellblade story it's great. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but it does attack issues on mental health, and I know people in the community, in the gaming community, deal with that, and they use video games as their medication, I would say, So for them to, put that issue out in the open, I'll give them credit for that. But I'm not with the puzzle shit. I can't fuck with no puzzles. And I know they got a good amount of puzzles in that game. So
yeah.
Oh, and with We Happy Few, which nobody didn't think about it, but that game is available. I think it becomes available on the 14th, and
like fully out.
Yeah, fully out on the 14th. And if you were one of the people that bought the game early, then you'll get that game. But if you wait until after the 14th, then you have to pay full retail. So for anybody that's interested in getting the We Happy Few, I would advise you to get it now before it goes to full retail. I think we
all forgot about what that game is.
Well, it's crazy because a lot of people was expecting it to be more like BioShock, and then it comes out to be more of a survival type of game. But if anybody is interested into it, now is the time to get. Now it's the time to buy before I think Tuesday, and before it becomes full retail $60. So I think right now it's like $20, something like that. So that was I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, but I wanted to speak on Hellblade real quick. I think with Hellblade and what Ninja Theory did, I think it's impressive because they did try to put like triple A level type of production in the game. And it's only been worked on by I think the dev team is only 13 people, so that's impressive to be. It took them I think 3 years to make that game with 13 people, so I think that's impressive. Them charging $40 for 6 to 7 hours of gameplay, I don't know how I feel about that. I think it should be cheaper than that for that amount of time because there's free games that you can get way more gameplay time out of. Mm-hmm. So I'm a little torn on that as far as price. Because I mean, Record kind of did a similar thing. It didn't have the same production value, but I mean, it came out at like a $40 price point, and I've put I put so many hours into that game. It's ridiculous.
Right.
So
right. What do you think about it all day? Because this was your topic, basically. Okay.
No, I'm here. No,
Okay.
Hey, how much is Hellblade? Isn't it? Is it 29 or 39?
It's 30. It's 30. No, it's not 40. It's 30. It's $30. Yeah.
It's 29.
You faded out.
Damn,
it's 29.99, right?
Oh, okay, there you go. Okay. There you go. Yeah.
So, I mean, you're getting a fresh, brand new experience, right?
But 6 hours though.
6 hours though.
I mean, you got Recore was $40, and you got a mediocre experience.
But Recore is way long. You put in way out. There's people that's put hundreds of hours in that game, and they still.
I feel sorry for them. But my thing is,
but like, be like that.
But I mean, you're getting a fresh new experience. You never played nothing like this before, and if more developers can start giving us brand new experiences, not cookie cutter crap like Lawbreakers, and charge you a little bit of money for something we always been playing.
What about like Ori in the Blind Forest? I mean, that was kind of similar situation.
Like something fresh and at a cheaper price and looks up to par with most of the standard games out there right now. It's a win-win. More developers need to hop on this bandwagon.
But isn't Lawbreakers at a cheaper price point too?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, it's a cheap price point. Yeah, it's what, $29.99, right?
You get way more hours in Lawbreakers than you do Hellblade.
But the experience, I mean, you can get some hours in Overwatch and have a better game as well.
You know I can watch Hellblade on like somebody streaming it and probably get a same.
That's what I'm doing anyway. I'm doing that anyway.
I would
save my money.
Like that.
Save my little $40. You know what I can do with $40?
It's $30,
especially if it's linear, very linear like that.
$29.99 for something you've never played before. I can
for $5, man. Let's.
You know how many tacos I can buy for $30? You know what I can buy for $30 in the state of California? Plenty of stuff.
Oh.
Like I said, I mean, like I said, more developers need to take initiative, and you know, this leaves room for cheaper DLC, maybe a faster sequel of the same quality.
You know what?
Listen, though, I just want to say that
I'll give them credit. I'll give them credit for taking the initiative.
But it took 3 years to make a 6-hour game. 3 years, though.
Ooh. I'll give them the credit though. I'll give them credit for trying to put a new.
What happened? What's going on?
I'm sorry. I thought we were all talking at the same time.
Girl, you just went away. I thought you was having a Hellblade moment.
No. I was just okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not savvy when it comes to like how developers and how long they make games. I don't know. I didn't know, that the time that you make it a game determines how good the game is as well. You know what I mean? But for the story,
because Rico was only a year and a half, so
you could tell too.
Yeah, you can.
It's good. The story and the idea of that story is cool, but I don't know about the gameplay. You know what I mean? It's a no-no for me.
Has anybody else played it?
I'm downloading right now.
So has anybody else on the panel played it? Mm-hmm. Okay, I played it earlier today.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I played it earlier today on PC. After I got frustrated with stinking ass Lawbreakers.
That's your fault for Lawbreakers.
And got my refund. Shout out to Steam. I will say this. I'm in love with the game. I'm in love with it. I see the flaws. I definitely see the flaws. It is very linear. It's not action packed. The puzzles, because I only went through 2 puzzles and I could already see that's going to be a bitch already. But when the combat is more kind of like Dark Souls.
No, I think it's more like Rise.
No,
it's more personal.
Well, yeah, it's more personal, but the dodging mechanics and things like that got a Dark Souls feel to it. But I will say this: visually, that game is incredible. You know what? Rise is still up to par with any game that's out there. This game competes with it. I'm looking at it, but I'm playing it on the PC as well. And my PC is not a behemoth, but it does push. Some games it can push 1440p, all ultra. You know what I'm saying? This game is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, and I do like the fact that it has a different element to it, because once there was a scene where you actually have to get killed, in order to know about the poison going through your veins. And then she starts scratching at herself and looking around. And
you gonna spoil the game for everybody who thinking about playing?
That's in the beginning.
Why would you do that?
I'm just saying though.
That's in the first like 30.
It's only 6 hours long. Don't spoil the first hour.
Okay.
Thank you, Delilah.
I'm just confirming the fact that yes, it tells you. The game tells you if you die too much, you will have to go back. Though. But I'm just okay. Look, I'm going to show the gameplay of it. So I was recording.
Well, I can choose to not watch it. You see what I'm saying?
You can watch Kmega's gameplay. What's wrong with you? Anyway, but no, the thing of it is that it's a stunning graphical behemoth. It is fantastic.
Are you playing with headphones like you're supposed to?
Well, I got my surround sound speaker, so it was tripping out because those voices. When there was one part in the very beginning. You was walking through some water, and then you start hearing voices. Where you going? Where you going? And I'm like, oh shit! I'm looking around. I'm like, what the fuck? It's trippy, man. But it's beautiful, but it is linear. And
I mean, and I think
and you expect that game to be,
good to play a linear game once in a while. Man, we've been dealing with so many open world trash. I mean, fuck.
To be honest, I think it's acceptable for it to be that linear at that price point. To me, like that, I think that a lot of people bitched about games like Rise being,
linear
here, and
Rise was initially though. So
Rise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's why they bitched about it. If Rise came out and it was like 30, but
I think that's a perfect price point for that.
I think that but
Rise is online was absolutely fire. A lot of people didn't give Rise credit for it online.
To be honest, amazing. Rise would have been even more popping if not only did they let you fight against the barbarians in multiplayer, but each other, or had 2v2.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Now that would have been hot.
It was a launch game, though. It was a launch game.
No. I'm just I get it.
Right. It's a launch game.
So that's the part that I don't understand. That game has so much potential. I don't understand why we haven't heard anything about it yet.
Man, I believe Microsoft's going to shock the hell out of us and bring it back.
That takes IP.
I got a question. I got a real quick question.
Hey, Gamescom.
Does Hellblade switch up their weapons?
I don't think so. The game is more a story oriented game.
It's more of an experience than anything.
But that's why I'm just asking. I remember people bitching Rise for not switching their weapons. I'm just saying.
Well, that's the thing that I'm saying. I don't think that I don't think it's more. It's more of the experience. It's more like it tells you right there in the beginning of the game when the credits are showing of the schizophrenia or the mental illness person that was advertised in the credits. Like, this game is trying to take you on a trippy experience.
And if you play the game and you really don't like it as much as you thought you would,
well, you guys talk about it. I don't have to play the game. I'm gonna know everything about it.
Oh my God! Listen. I will. I like it.
It's a great
game. It's a dope game. I'm. You know what? I bought crappier stuff for $30 or even more.
Play it and then get a refund from Steam.
Street Fighter 5. Yeah, well, you got 7 days, but you can't play. But you can't play. Well, you know what? I think Steam will be slick on that. Because it's supposed to be I think if you play 6 or 7 hours of the game, that's the limit that you got, and then they'll give you the refund. So you can try to beat it within there. But I mean, look. Great game.
I wouldn't do that anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, that's foul. But you know what? Hey, shit. I'm just.
It is what it is.
Did you guys hear that? What it is coming to mobile devices?
Hustle on. What is?
Recore.
That's good. Recore needs to.
It's coming to mobile devices. Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Great. Recore is a good game. I don't know why anybody would Recore. Yeah.
You probably played like the first.
No, I'm joking. It ain't coming to mobile. It ain't coming to mobile.
I think he trolled.
Yeah, he was trolling. But I mean, that'd be great. Look, Recore is a good game.
You know what? When I played the game, you know what it felt like? It felt like a last generation game, kind of like a PS2, PS3 type of game.
See, that's what I liked about it, though.
Yeah, it was something that Xbox didn't have. You know what I'm saying? It felt like a Nintendo PlayStation game. It was a breath of fresh air. It was a great game. Was it up, Kano?
In my opinion, like a couple more years with that game, or at least another year.
What I liked about that game was the bots and how they had different abilities, and you could use them to get to certain areas and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. They could really expand on that.
Kind of Castlevania-ish, you know what I mean?
Okay. Well, LiveWire, what do you think about this? I mean, do you think that the Hellblade method should to start coming more often, or are you're not a fan of that? Where you stand on this?
Yeah, I mean, for that genre, I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense for that genre. You know, if it's gonna be linear, I think that's how Microsoft could. You know, they probably should take a page out of that book. But like, look, we're gonna make all our games. This is the price point. We will shoot for something that sits between 6 to 10 hours. If it's gonna be a single, like, think about it. If Quantum Break was that price, I don't think people would have bitched about it.
No, hell no. But the Quantum,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think people would have. And it was also linear. So I'm just saying, like, if Quantum Break was $30, as much as people bitched about 720p and all that other shit, you tell them 30.
I think Quantum Break is about $30 now.
Well, yeah, now, but I'm talking about when it originally came out. That's what I'm saying. Like, it became
longer, way longer than Hellblade.
Well, it was. But what I'm saying is, if it was $30, it would have sold more, and it would have did a lot better. I'm just saying, like, I think that
feeling like, what's the quality up the par, et cetera, et cetera. People would have
like when it's $30, when you cut that price in half, a lot of people give prices. Like, look at Hellblade. Hellblade is not perfect. Right? Yeah.
No,
but they give it. I mean, graphically, it's impressive, but the fact that you can't jump and climb and do all the other crazy shit.
You can climb, but you can't jump.
Well, all right, but nobody, they're not bitching about that shit. Why? Because it's $30
on the game.
It's $30.
No, you can't jump. No. That's what I'm saying. The game is flawed. So anybody gives this game a 9 out of 10. That's just one of those things where it's a PlayStation first game.
Yeah, it's already getting 9s and 10s already, bro.
I know it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
But it's based on his. But like I said, it's also based on his price point.
That game should be, to me, so far for what I played, the game should be a 7.5 and 8 because you do notice right off the bat its flaws. When you get further into the game, you start seeing its flaws.
What flaws did you notice?
Because you can't jump. You know what I'm saying? It's linear in as hell. Like,
what is wrong with being linear, bro?
Well, you'll see when you play it. There is no. The game is a graphical masterpiece, but you would want to do a little bit more with it. It's like a beautiful platformer.
Man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then it's limited. You don't do it. You do a lot of walking. You don't
So
run.
You're saying it's more like the Order than anything.
You walk. Well, I haven't played the Order. I got the Order, but I ain't played it yet. But,
but it sounds like
you like okay, there's a part where you walk across the beach, right? And I'm like, okay, I need to jog across this beach unless there's somewhere I can go. No, you are walking in a slow pace.
You have no choice. Yeah, that's
no choice.
Artistic point.
Hey, man, all day.
You're playing all day. What you say?
Yeah, but you also got to remember a lot of people bitch about that shit in Quantum Break.
Minutes. When you talk so much trash about that game, you only play for 18 minutes.
Who? Rico?
I played more than 18 minutes on Recore.
Bro, that game is fucking horrible. The fuck I would play more than 20 minutes. 20 ain't lucky you got 18. That piece of shit.
He's salty now. It's all good. That's some calling a spade. That's all. I'm calling a spade.
Let me see. I look at Recore. I'll tell you how much I put in Quantum Phantom Dust.
Man, that shit.
Phantom Dust.
How do you know though? How do you know about 18 minutes though?
That is enough. I couldn't take it no more. It's just trash.
Like the beginning intro.
That's it. Beginning
intro. Trash. It plays like trash.
Oh no, it don't play like trash.
No impact. Fuck that game.
They sound like he write that shit on a notebook every day. I hate Recore. It's so trash.
That shit is trash. Hey, if the game was $10, I'd probably buy it just to say I bought it.
You got offended, but
damn. Hey man, shout out to Shogun Blades, man. He understands the Kmega's good people. He was upset with me last night on the multiplayer, but you know what? Shout out to him and to everybody out there that be thinking Kmega's a bum because when I be breaking it down and I dig my feet in the dirt, but then they come out and see. Look,
Delilah has a special defense against Recore. She bought 15 copies. I would feel the same way.
But look, man.
Well, no. I gave 14 copies away though. See. Don't go there with that.
You went hard
with that. First of all, I'm a mod on the Recore Reddit, so I give away the game all the time.
Check this out. I talked about this off the air before. I said Delilah went hard
Oh damn, Delilah, you beat me, yo. What the fuck?
Respect
She beat me in
going
record.
hard in that game.
Yo.
Now, compared
I
to
put some
Kmega,
hours in record, but not like what Delilah put into it.
No,
Yo,
Delilah almost
listen.
1,000 that game, bro. She really likes that trash.
Listen,
It's not trash. It's not trash.
Like all day. I put 3 days and 6 hours in the record.
Well, you're next to
has me beat by a day and an hour. You got me beat by a day and an hour. That's crazy.
She went hard. She's a real gamer. She went hard. Shit.
Yeah,
still.
The game does not suck. The game does not suck, man. And you can't. And you should be.
I just feel like he don't got no. He shouldn't have anything to say about the game. 18.
Wait, what do you got? I got 80. I got.
You probably know what the character's name is. What's the dude's name in the game? What's the dude's name in the game though? What's the dude's name in the game?
Oh shit, I don't know. I ain't even gonna tell you.
Still didn't help it.
That's what I'm saying. But it's cool, you know, to each his own.
Yeah, that's all opinion. Yeah, it's all subjective. Fuck record. All right, move on.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Savage. 18 minutes, and then we gonna talk bad about record. Come on, man.
That's enough. How much do I have to play to know this shit sucks?
Okay, so when I say that about The Last of Us, when I jump into and I gave an hour to about an hour and a half to The Last of Us, and I said, you know what, I'll get to this later.
See, that's different.
He got mad at me. I was like,
you didn't put an hour into that. I asked you, how far did you get in that game? Well, I got to the part where, when the sad thing happens. I said, that's it?
No, I got past that part where old dude's grown and he's going out, and I'm going out here chasing after the dude. I'm chasing after this one dude with that chick. That's about an hour in the game. So about an hour and a half. You
was with a chick doing what?
I was with the chick, and I was running, and I was with the chick going to go kill this dude. You know what I'm saying? Because they were invading or some shit like that. That was about an hour and a half of the game. And I was like, you know what? This is cool.
I just started playing the game again, the remastered version. That's literally right after the cutscene when that what you call it happens. So you probably got a good 30-40 minutes in.
Oh no, I got more than that. Well, then we'll say an hour. But it made me put it down because I'm like, look, everybody's saying this game is absolute fire. You know, when I put in The Witcher, I put that in, and I couldn't.
Well, that's a whole other beast. That's a whole other beast, bro.
But you know what I'm saying? Look, The Last of Us, I'm gonna give it some run. But okay, all right, we're gonna move on to the next topic.
I got stuck on the part where that shit was glitched out on me, man. I said, fuck it.
You know what I'm saying? You know
that damn crate. Fuck that crate.
All right. Okay. Let's do a little talk about the. Okay. Is anybody with the Xbox program? With the previews program or whatever?
Yeah, you talking about the fucking shitty ass update? Let's go.
Oh my God!
Man, your word must be shit and trash today.
Yeah.
Trash.
Okay, so Infamous, we going to you first. Have you seen or played use the UI yet? Have you seen the new Xbox UI? Infamous.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were talking about?
No, I didn't. Yeah. Okay, you have it. Okay.
No, I haven't.
Has anybody? Do anybody else have it? No, come on. What's wrong with y'all?
I think people learn better about
the program. I'm not popping like that.
Y'all gotta stop being afraid to go ahead, get into that Xbox program, man. Look,
no, that shit don't be. I'd rather get that shit when it work.
I'm in the program, but they didn't give me no updates yet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I do the surveys and the
messages. Like they got an alpha ring and a beta ring. So
I got the alpha. I'm in the alpha.
See, I'm in the beta ring. That's not the alpha. It's too buggy for me.
Well, I'm gonna say this right here. This thing is not buggy. It is the fastest. It's the best UI that the Xbox One has had by far. Now, the one thing that I will say, Delirium Blades, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he'll be listening later on. He hates the UI. He thinks it's garbage. The one thing I will say, because look, I got a cool custom picture of Geralt, the White Wolf, and when you pull it to one side or whatever, you can see the whole picture. But if you're pulling up the other things that got those big blocks in the way, and you can only see half the face, there need to be some kind of twisting of, well, not twisting, but some kind of method to where you can make the blocks a little bit more transparent, or a fader, or you can try to just have a segment that you can move the screen to just keep it on that picture, and then if you want to go back and mess with the UI, then you could just move it over to the right side, and then you could just look at the menu.
Kmega, let me ask you an important question. Very important question.
Yes.
Did they really remove box art or cover art, whatever you want to call it, from the game?
Box art? What are you talking about?
I mean, you know, when you load a game, you have the cover tile of the game. Is that gone? It's just text now? Really?
No, that's the art right there. You know
where?
It's on. Okay, hold on. Let me go. You want me to look at it right now?
Go look at it.
Yeah,
It's still
there, but it ain't like how it used to be.
How it used to be.
I like the live tile, not the one we have now, the one we had before, where they had the live tile where you can go back to your home screen and it still had whatever you're doing, still playing, watching Netflix or playing the game.
They still have the tile. They still have the tile.
It's just a little square now.
Because like that's my job. Like I'm a lead UI designer for the company I work for, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's number one sign of a bad UI is if you got to change it 1,000 times. So you need to just pick one, stick with it, and grind it out because they keep changing it.
I totally agree.
Like whoever thought that having suggested friends was a cool feature.
Did you listen to that?
I don't need to listen. I listen to Mike and Brown, the podcast, whatever.
Yeah, right. He said it's supposed to be more dynamic than what's shown, but we'll see.
Right.
I don't like that either. Though. I don't like that either. So.
What the? You want random messages from random people? Like what?
I don't think that's how.
It's already better.
Okay, but hold on. That's just like now look. That's just kind of like going back to the 360 when you would be playing with a good group of people on Call of Duty or whatever multiplayer game that you was playing with, and you would go back to that list of the last players that you was playing against, and then you would like hit them up, or you would try to follow where they were so you could keep playing with them, and then y'all would link up and be friends. I think that's what's kind of like what suggested friends is. I don't know. I don't never mess with it. But
I mean, we already got that though. When you go to your friends list, all you got to do is go to recently played, and they'll show the people that you played with.
That's just to add a little segment. I never used it, but I will say this: this interface is the fastest, it's the smoothest that the Xbox One has ever had. It is to me just as fast, or maybe faster than the PlayStation UI. It is absolutely smoking. And then when you want to jump to like from game to game to game, wink, it is absolutely fast. Now I know that there might be some bugs. The only bug that I've had was when you go through the program and you want to try to answer some questions or whatever, give them some feedback, is the bulk switching stuff on the hard drives. I tried to do it, it wouldn't let me do it for some odd reason. I gave them information saying that I couldn't do it, but that's the only thing that I had. I love the fact that when you're highlighting stuff, it is the color of what you want it to be. It's just fast. It's fluent. Like, and you can get to where I like the tile. It kind of gives you a feel of the old blades of the 360, just a little bit more sleeker. It's just faster. It's so simple to get to your all settings.
They should put the pins on the top. That's what they should have did. Put your pins right in the top and the front. That's what what you need.
I do like the way that I like the way the pins are. The pins is okay. Like when you first turn to the where it shows the Xbox part, it shows home, it shows games and apps, store, which is absolutely smart, and then the pins. You can go straight to your pins. You go to the store. You can go to your games and apps. And then for whatever that you was messing with last, it has for the I think 4 things. It's got a category going straight down to where it's showing the last 4 things that you used. And then another thing that was smart was that they're advertising gold. So whatever that they're doing, like for whatever this for gold benefits, they're showing for whatever deals or whatever that they got, which is something that a lot of people was suggesting, like, hey, how can I get to the store? How can I do this? And then another positive thing, last night, me and 100 was playing Madden. 100, them Rams got you, made you quit. I love it. You want some of this Madden work on with my Rams? Ooh,
man, you beat 100 in Madden?
Yeah, I shut him out. He quit. I was live streaming.
Man, that ain't nothing new. Everybody beating 100 and everything, man.
Yeah, but Kmega suck though.
Man, come on, man.
I played both of them. Kmega suck, and
my Rams rating sucked. But you know what? While you talking that shit though, we went double overtime. And
then I was letting you. I was playing around with you. I really felt. Hey,
you can get some work too.
You was some work too, like, man. What ain't doing? Say, man, look,
because they won't let my Rams team catch. Look, that's all. Sammy Watkins. We got Woods. We got Tavon. We got Cooper Kupp. We ready. You know what I'm saying? Ram Nation stand up.
You sound like an old wino right now. We ready, son.
We ready. Wait, but when it comes to these sports, I gotta talk it up, man.
Drew Brees. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that.
The one thing that
Drew Brees, rise up.
They got beat by Cleveland Browns last night.
What we at right now? Preseason, right?
Okay, hold on. Let me make this point. Okay, on the broadcast, something that was very annoying, like it would show you, like when the people would talk to you in the comment section, that's completely gone. Now, I don't know how that you'll be able to see what the people are saying to you, unless I guess you're looking at it on your PC. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they completely took that away, which I was excited about because it kind of blocked your view. So there's a lot of things that they can work on, but this is the UI. Don't change it. Make some tweaks. We're tired of seeing different UIs. That's it. That's it.
I mean, I don't know. Just stop changing it all the time. You just did an update 6 months ago, like.
Right. That's exactly how I feel.
Before you start messing with the UI, making it faster and taking away features, how about you work on the fundamental things like fixing these fucking parties? How about that?
The parties is fixed. I hosted and I'm in the.
What about the spam messages? The spam messages. That's problem. Look, I don't know about you being 22 years old and talking about how you found me, man. I'm talking about stranger danger, man.
I had a couple of chicks hit me up and tell me that they, you know what I'm saying, they'll Skype for money. Do I want to see them naked tonight? I'm like, oh, girl, but I can't do that.
And you can see them naked for free. Shit.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. I ain't paying no money to see no naked ass. Hell, that ain't. I'm too old for that. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay. Let me stop before I get in trouble. Anyway, so listen. The broadcast is dope. It's so fast. It's fluent. People will definitely like it, but it do need to have some tweaks. I have to agree with Delirium Blades that, like, when you set up your background picture, they need to have its own segment, or make the screen transparent with the blocks or whatever, transparent to where people can actually see the screen, because that part right there can get annoying to a lot of players. So yeah, but other than that, I love the speed. Like it's ridiculously fast. So it's a positive. It's in the right direction. It's the best UI that the Xbox One has ever had. That's a fact. Anybody else got anything to say on that?
No, you got it.
Okay, cool. That's what
we need. Isn't it crazy? We talking about UI. That's crazy.
I know, right?
That's crazy, right? Like,
yeah. PlayStation can't talk about the UI.
They don't change it. They don't change.
It's crazy.
I mean, that's a good and bad thing, because I think Microsoft could have got away with using the 360's UI and just sticking with that, and I think they could have got away with that and just improving it on some parts, but they wanted to do this whole snap mode at the beginning of the generation.
Well, you know what? And that was another thing. I hate that they took away the snap mode. I hope that they can bring back the snap mode too, because that was kind of like my, like when you listen to the radio or whatever. I know that they got Spotify and and iHeartRadio and shit like that, but I did enjoy having my football game on Snap, and I was playing the game, and then like if a big play was going on, I could just go ahead and I could hit it, and it'd be boom right there.
Yeah, like had the NFL tracker used to track all the progress of the players and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty dope.
That was
you can even have your fantasy while you watching something. You got your fantasy showing up.
They still have that though. They still have the tracker. I know that, but I don't.
You can't snap it.
Yeah, but I hope they can snap it. I really do. I hope they can bring it back to Snap, because that was one of the dopest features on the Xbox One, in my opinion. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next topic. Let's get on to shit. Let's see. All right.
I thought we hit everything.
No, we didn't. We got one more. Well, no, we got two more. So we're gonna move to this one. NBA Live 18. Who's NBA Live 18 fans?
Nobody. We're giving them a chance. And it's
okay. You know what? We're gonna make that last, because if I start talking about that, we're gonna lose about 30 people. So so we're gonna move it to the next one. We're gonna move to the last one, which this is
my preview.
Yeah, this is going to be your suggestion, Triple Cup Chuck, and that is: do action games have a negative effect on your brain? Now, I was reading that article and well, the fuel review, and it to me, this is what it is, right? Okay, because they were saying, look, yeah, your brain, you know, it enhances your brain when you're over here playing, you know, certain type of games, especially like shooters, things like that nature, because your hand and eye coordination is a lot faster. You can think a lot faster, so it has your brain working. But also in that article, it was saying that it's a long time effect on your brain that could cause some kind of stress, and that it could actually not be beneficial for you.
Then I just have stress then, because I'm not stopping.
It was a 10-year study. It was a 10-year study, and you know what? This is kind of how I look at it, right? Okay. Remember when they used to say that eating eggs was bad because of the cholesterol? Now eggs is good.
It's still bad because of the cholesterol, but yeah.
Come on now, there's good cholesterol, there's bad cholesterol now.
I know, but it's still bad. Wait, whatever. We can
they just debunked that myth as well too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So the thing of it is that I kind of look at it like this. You know, so I'm going to start off with you, Triple Cup, because this was your topic.
It's more about like this here, like it's more like, okay, I'm going to paraphrase it, like if a person is like your brain is a muscle, so it's like, let's say if you exercising, right, and you're doing push-ups and you're doing curls and, you know, you're doing like a whole bunch of like arm exercises and you get, you know, big old arms, but you ain't doing no working on your legs. So you got these little bitty twig legs running around with the big old arms, and somebody can come and just push you over no matter how big your arms is. Your legs is not strong. So it's a balance you got to have. And the statement is more like, okay, when you're playing games, like your focus. Oh, my bad.
You just said all days physique, but keep going.
Yeah, your focus. Yeah. Hey, I caught that with a split second later. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, but like your focus is like, you know what I'm saying, like with your hand and eye coordination, your short-term memory, and trying to figure out puzzles and trying to, you know, do things like that with your long-term memory is suffering because you building up your short-term memory so much so fast that it's kind of like neglecting the long-term part of your brain, was kind of not having the strength of that. So you got to actually work on both sides of, like, you know, the long term and the short term from video games. So you got to have a balance of playing games and doing other things. So people that saying about like it mess up your brain, it will. Anything that you do overdo anything, it'll mess you. I mean, you could drink too much water, so, you know, can mess you up. So what they trying to say is like people that just sit there and play games, it'll mess up like the long term memory of their brain. But most gamers say, fuck all that shit. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off, and I'm with them.
All right, good deal. What about you, Infamous? What do you feel about this? Do you feel that this is this makes you a little bit nervous? You're gonna calm down on gaming?
Hell no, they're gonna bear me with my consoles and my hard drives and my controllers, and I'm getting my games out on my wheel.
You ain't gonna be giving your game consoles to your grandkids or your kids or nothing?
Man, bury it with me, man.
She's gonna be like King Tut round this bitch.
She said bury me with me.
I don't care about no long term or no short term memory. I didn't before today. I didn't even pay attention to that shit. I know that before I was playing video games back heavy, I was doing some shit I had no business doing, and then when I started playing video games back heavy again, no matter what I was doing, what kind of game it was, it stopped me from doing the shit I had no business doing. So it helped me out. So I don't care what they say.
I know that's right. What about you, Delilah? Where are you at on this?
I'm with Infamous on this, man. I'm like, shoot, you know, they gonna always find something. Like you said, they say water bad, they say eggs bad. They always gonna find something wrong. So I don't care. I feel like video games has always helped me. Like you said, with the hand and eye coordination and things like that. So I don't see it. 10 years study, I don't care. It is what it is. I'm still gonna love games, still gonna love the industry. I mean, I don't care about that study. That's it.
All right. Okay. Well, what about you, 100? Where are you at on this?
100.
Who are you talking about?
Oh shit! I'm reading some. I'm sorry.
Chad, I'm about
all day. No.
That's my dude.
Somebody gave me. So hold on, my bad. Let me just explain why I'm not drunk. I was reading something that somebody sent to me on Xbox, and they said they were saying you and Mr. 100, and I just had that in my mind all day. I'm sorry, man.
100 was on your mind.
Stop it. 10K win.
I was talking about the ass whoop you had to take in that Madden.
Yeah. I'm ready to give 100 and you a beating tonight.
As long as y'all beat Kmega, bro, that's all I want, man.
It ain't happen. I'll show it. I'm going in hard tonight.
Nah, broadcast it.
I'll broadcast it.
I'll blow them out right quick and show them.
Thanks, Trey. I appreciate it, brother. You're a good brother for that.
Listen to that. Hey, why don't you pick up Madden and try to get handle me on these sticks?
I haven't played Madden in years, bro. I'm good. Bro, you want to play Injustice and get,
You want to play Tekken and get that work?
Oh, you get I mean, we go tit for tat now. I ain't gonna. You better in Tekken than anything else. I'll tell you that.
Okay, all right.
You're still trash. But
okay, go ahead on that.
Nah, I mean,
hit him with the 1-2 punch.
Hey, there's always
all day
propaganda.
trash and shit all day.
Wow.
Nah, I mean, this is all. I mean, sometimes you look at this stuff as propaganda. You know what I mean? People just want to write articles to stir up some shit. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't care, bro. I'm just playing my games. I got a memory of an elephant, so it still hasn't affected me. I've been gaming 20 plus, so I mean, maybe for certain people, individuals, maybe so. I don't know. But I mean, I just don't care, man. Move on.
Nice. Well, all right, good there. What about you, Donald? What's up with you, Flipper boy? I need my flipper. Where's my flipper?
As far as what?
I need my. Where's my noise?
They go to prime example.
Where it is, right there.
As far as what?
What you doing? Man, come on, man. You on the podcast? What are you doing? You lost?
That's right now.
Yeah, that's a prime example of study right there. Look,
listen, man.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, just imagine. Just say whatever that comes on your mind. I mean, because you're supposed to be paying attention. What's on your mind right now, live? About what, dude? Be specific. No. What's on your mind, bro? What's on your mind? What's going on, man? What do you want to say? Because obviously you want to listen to the topic. So what is on your mind right now? Man, kids is wild, bro. That's what I want to say. These little motherfuckers, man. God damn. Okay. All right. Well, you can keep going. We got a few minutes. Come on, just give us. I mean, man, look, man. Let's not be so sensitive, yo. That's what we're talking about right there.
It's like 2 topics ago. God.
Yeah, you know what, man? Because people still hit me up on Twitter about fucking Persona, man. Let that shit go, man.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, we talking about video games mess up your brain. You heard me live?
You talking about you talking about
this like a pre-recorded message or something?
That first person shit. Yeah, but I'm talking about. Well, that's what I was dealing with on. You asked me what the fuck I'm thinking about. I'm telling you, that's what I'm dealing with on Twitter right now.
You straight zoned out for real.
Messing with your brain now.
Fuck on heroin, nigga.
That's what happened with that Persona. When the Persona cats get at you, man, you just got to ignore them, man.
No, man, because like I don't even know what the fucking thread is even about no more, bro. That shit is just has my name in it. Like they're like arguing with themselves now.
All day, every day, the Persona cats will come at you. I get like 5 messages or more a day.
Good.
You know what? And you know what I say to them?
They butthurt.
You gonna play something? Exactly.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. But anyway, all right, live. We'll just skip that one. We'll just get to the last topic before we get out of here, man. All right. God damn, live. You talk about them kids for something. All right. NBA Live. Okay, NBA Live. It's still a thing. And you got to give them credit because they will not. They keep fighting. EA makes them keep fighting the good fight. So they're going against the mighty NBA 2K18 basketball game. And they got a new strategy now. What they're trying to do is implement something that NFL 2K did back 12 years ago and bring a reduced price to counteract NBA 2K. So I'm gonna start with you, Chuck, because I know this is right up your alley. What do you think about this strategy? Do you think this is a proper way of trying to get some exposure for NBA 18? Are you interested? Are you ready for NBA 18 to come into your home?
I mean, at first, really and truly, I gave NBA Live the benefit of the doubt. I said, well, we got to give them a chance. They took a year or so off. They revamped the game. They, so they're going to come back and they're going to do some good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were trying to do some good things with the Live. So I mean, in my mind, I was gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. So I was like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna pre-order 2K. Because I want to see what Live got to bring first. And after I see Live, then I'm going to make my decision. I ain't going to just hop ship and just jump on one side already. I want to see what they do. So when I seen 2K yesterday, I said, man, I hope Live do something amazing because this 2K is looking extraordinary. So I went back and I looked at that Live. And you see this long pause I just did? Mm-hmm. That was my face, just looking at how stupid this game looked. Oh. $30 is a good price point if they was really bringing that pressure back. They not doing it, man. If you look at this game, it moved bad. The shooting is terrible. The crossover, the movements is bad. Just the way the game looked, you know what I'm saying? Just the graphics about this game.
Did you play the demo yet?
I was about to download it. I looked at it on YouTube and I said, I ain't even gonna waste my time no more.
I think you should play it first, bro.
You think it's good?
Okay, well, yeah, okay, go ahead. Did you played it? Go ahead. Talk. What you think about it?
Dang.
Oh,
damn.
They fall out.
I don't know what happened.
What's going on?
I don't know what happened. It just started glitching out. Must be that Kmega poison. But no.
Damn.
I think you should try it, man. See, I mean, looking at it and playing it, we all know that's two different things. So see if you really don't like it. You know what I mean? Because the demo's up. It's live right now.
So have you played it yet?
Yeah, I've been playing it. Yeah.
So what do you think about it? Like,
I mean, it's better than 16. I tell you that.
No, anything's better than 16.
Yeah, it's better than 16. The crossovers could use a little work. You know what I mean? The shooting, I didn't have no problem with the shooting. You know what I mean? The presentation is great.
Presentation's solid.
Yeah, solid. The upgrade system is way more streamlined. It's way more appealing and accessible.
It's 2K. It's like 2K.
Yeah, but 2K their menu system has always been kind of garbage. I just, this game's gonna do better than 16. That's a good thing. That's a step in the right direction for NBA Live because 2K is getting too comfortable, and I feel like I'm buying the same game every year. It's not really.
They gotta do something. I mean, they can't make in football games, so.
I mean, but I don't know. They just need to. 2K's comfortable. They're complacent, and which it's not really a bad thing because I mean it's a great game, right? But you got to start pushing the envelope, like start fixing this online. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Start adding a lot of new features. Just something. I mean, there's not much you can do with basketball.
2K got mad features. It's just
it's the same features for the last almost 10 years.
No, hey, you must ain't see the new the way they revamped the 2K for this year here. They changed the customization. They add more details of like your My Park player. So you can actually make your person in very detail exactly how you want them. Add weight on them, and it actually shows weight. It's just the detail on it is a whole nother level. Now I'm gonna try to laugh. I'm gonna still leave hope alive. Hopefully, it's funner than what it looks. But that 2K is really looking nice. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to compete.
The only reason I'm leaning towards live this year is because
the $30.
The price point is one.
You said you leaning to live?
Yeah, I'm gonna get 2K18 too.
Man, you a champagne drinker. You ain't supposed to go.
No,
you ain't going nothing cheap.
I mean, that's like saying, like, I think you can play both. People get Call of Duty and freaking Battlefield.
Yeah, so I buy 2K every year. You know what I mean? So, I mean,
I'm gonna buy 2K a little bit later because I'm really gonna put my efforts behind Madden. But I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try.
I like to see both of these games in the same space available to gamers to make a choice. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree.
I agree. But I mean, I do see that Live is still trying to fight. And in my opinion, when I played at the E3 event, it was decent. Like, at least we knew, like, if people expected this game right off the bat to be better than 2K, you're fucking stupid. You're an idiot. You know, it's gonna take a little bit of time. They took a year off. They kind of getting their feet wet back in the game. Just give them some time. You still got 2K to play. It's not like that's.
I think we talked about this on GWG, but they're putting WNBA into the game.
Yeah, I think that's where they're gonna make their money.
Because there's a lot of females. A lot of females do play basketball.
The NBA, they play basketball games, and I think that a lot of even if there's a female demographic that still want to get 2K, they might still just you know what, fuck it, I'll get my 2K and I'll get live just to play WNBA shit. You see what I'm saying?
Or you could actually make the my player on the live and have a female character, so a woman can actually see me. I make myself in video games, so a woman could actually be able to make herself if that's what she chooses to do.
Like to me, to be
go in the park, that would be dope.
To be honest, I think it would be better if since Live does have the WNBA, why wouldn't they have like their version of My Story? The WNBA version, you know what I mean?
That'd be dope.
I don't think it's got that big of a draw yet.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean, that's what they was talking about. They was going
baby steps, man. Baby steps.
Hey, check this out. What you just said right there? What you just said right there?
That's what I'm doing, huh?
That could be next time. That could be the next, next iteration of the game. They could do that.
People got to buy the game. You got to support it. So a $30 price point. I mean, it even always got me interested to want to give it a chance, give it a shot. I mean, I know the Kids Moves and the Delions, they'll definitely be excited for that, but it's just that Live has got to.
Yeah,
they have to. They got to
work.
Get
they
better.
Keep working.
They got to keep working, man. I mean, it's
like where Live struggles isn't it's their animations. Like that's
what it is.
The issue.
Yeah.
It's not that it's a bad game.
I will agree with all day on that. They are very complacent right now. They are at, it's not this bad as what Madden got in the last gen, because that whole 360 PlayStation 3 era was trash. Madden was absolutely garbage. And so, you don't want 2K to get too complacent. They do bring tons of content on their game. I mean, if you got enough content to play the whole year, if you're huge into NBA 2K, it's just the fact that they put
it like a RPG.
Yeah, they give a lot of effort to the park, but just to play online games, that is atrocious. They're just playing basketball. It's atrocious.
So, do you guys think that it's ever going to be an NFL 2K?
No.
Return?
I'm just NCAA.
They can't. They can't do it. Madden about the rights. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they don't.
That contract expires again here pretty soon, though.
Man, you think they ain't gonna renew that contract? They
don't renew it twice already.
But the NFL players was getting up in arms right before they added. Now, I understand we get Roger Goodell. He's all about the money. He don't give a damn about the players in retrospect. But the thing of it is that the players were starting to speak out, and they will start to say, look, man, we want more competition, because I want to go back to, that was that NBA, NFL 2K5 to this day, still to a lot of players, is the best football game ever made. And that's saying something. We're talking about a 12-year-old game, and that game still holds strong. And I'm glad that Madden is getting back to the roots and making, because last year's Madden was good. It still had some flaws, but I'm excited for this Madden. But yeah, they definitely need competition, and 2K would go all out to make that to make that 2K football outstanding. And I do want NCAA to come back, but people keep telling me that it won't happen. I hope it does, though.
Yeah. I hope it does as well.
Yeah, 2K, even if they made an NFL 2K, it's not going to be better than Madden the first year. They got to get their legs back. But maybe that second or third year, that's when that shit begin. Will be fire.
You might be right. Well, anyway, man, we're about to go ahead and wrap it up. So we had a good show. We were all sober, thank God. And so we're gonna go ahead and do this wrap up. We're gonna move on to Lady Infamous, because she's always the one that's got to bounce out the quickest. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why.
Because I got shit to do.
Shit, number sitting up there. You know what I'm saying? Polishing your toenails, girl. You ain't gonna be doing that.
Oh, I'm my toenails. I be all natural. Anyway, thank you for my lovely, lovely panel. We had a good time today. We talked about some good subjects today. I want to thank our chat for interacting with us today. You know what?
Did you talk to the chat? Did you talk to the chat today?
Yes, I did.
I didn't see you talk to the chat.
Well, you ain't see me hard enough. Okay.
She was in there. She was in there.
Okay. All right. Just hey, triple cup. You ain't been here long enough to keep interfere. You can't. Hey, don't play it.
I'll take the lick. You know what I'm saying? I stand behind my women.
I know that's right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Make sure you check out Lady Infamous 415 on YouTube. I got all the content right there. Make sure you check me out at Twitter, Lady_Infamous30. We're gonna do a Faded Friday stream today. Also next week on Saturday, we're gonna do Grown Women Gaming Podcast Volume 4 with me, Delilah, L Boogie, and Sharice. And I hope to see you guys there. And one love to all y'all.
No doubt. All right, we're gonna move on to the next lady. Well, I said lady. Hold on. Okay, listen.
It's all good.
Okay.
Yes, Delilah HD. Follow me on Twitter, Delilah_HD. I really enjoyed you guys tonight. It was very, very fun. I enjoyed all the topics and everything. Thanks everyone for checking us out and rocking with us. See you guys next week.
Nice. Next week we're gonna be doing it. Hey, and you know what? Congratulations to the crew. You know what I'm saying? 25th episode. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations.
I would have quit like 10 episodes back, but you know.
Stop it. Anyway, we're gonna see. You know what? You just I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we moving on to Triple Cup Chuck. What's up with you, bro? Tell everybody where they can find you and all that good nastiness.
You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on the Xbox.
You can find me getting that L tonight on Madden. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you already know what it's gonna be. Cause I'll finna go ahead, but you know you got down. I give it to you. But you can find me out everywhere, anywhere, everywhere. Triple Cup Chuck. And tonight, if Kmega don't run away,
listen,
don't run away. And look, I'm letting y'all know ahead of time. I'm playing with the Saints, and ain't nobody gonna mess with them. Cause who they could beat the Saints, and then we going to the Super Bowl in real life, and I'm gonna take it all the way on Madden, and I'm gonna punish them 20.
But they got beat by the Browns. They got beat by the Browns.
You know, man, it's preseason. We don't even play hard right now.
They're gonna be last in the division like y'all was last 2 years. Yeah. Rise up.
Hey, but look though, see if you don't know about our division, the team that always come in last, that's the one come in first in that next year.
But y'all had 2 years in a row though. What happened?
No, 2 years. That was just this 1 year.
Oh, what last year y'all was what, third?
No, we came in second. No, we came in second. We came one game away from one.
The Panthers was in first.
Yeah, the Panthers, and then we came right behind Atlanta. No, we was right there with Atlanta.
Like I said, third.
We was 2 games away thoy. Atlanta had us by 1 game.
Yeah, okay. All right. We'll see this year.
Yeah,
it'll be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I ain't finna let everybody crowd the Saints. You know, we the Saints. But
them ain'ts. Go ahead, though.
Hey, that's right, Kmega.
The ain'ts.
Are you done, bro? Are you done, bro? Are you done?
Like, this is a real rivalry.
Atlanta. Chuck got quiet over. He's like, oh man, I'm about to.
It is a real rivalry.
It's a real rivalry.
It is a hard rivalry too. Atlanta.
Can't wait to beat y'all. Let's go.
Oh,
can't wait. Love winning. Love beating them.
You know how many people that Saints fans out there? You know how many people that Saints fans out there?
Oh, it's a ton of y'all.
Yeah, probably half of the city.
I think Katrina, man, y'all invaded Atlanta.
Yeah, they came. They tried to come out here to Oklahoma, try to take over some stuff. They thought they had to understand what was going on. They came out here.
It's gonna be a fun season though, 2017.
Yeah, like
we from the mosque. Whoa,
y'all got Adrian Peterson. That's about the only thing I'm worried about. Adrian Peterson. That's
OU. That's the only thing I care about out there.
Nah, he gonna be all right, but you know, Breeze a gunslinger. You know what I'm saying? He should have been.
He gonna get picked too.
You ain't got no receivers to throw to though.
It don't matter, man. Breeze make receivers. Ain't no real receiver that was on his team that was a star. He made them receivers.
I just don't understand how you can average over 4,000 yards a season and still don't make the playoffs.
Oh man, this is she birdie. Hey man, look, this ain't no debate, man. I gotta get you out of here.
Respect on it.
Hey, Livewire, put Triple Cup in the trunk and send his ass home. You know what I'm saying? Hey, one of our first ladies has got her brass knuckles in her switchblade.
I love sports. I grew up with it.
She got an unfair advantage. She already know. You know, when you got the playbook and you study, so she already know what I'm gonna come at. So I know I can't come at it.
Ticket holder, you know, Falcon season ticket holder. That is what it is.
Yeah, she already got it. So I'm a hold that L. I'm gonna pull up behalf of that moment.
Okay. All right. Woo, listen to that. All right, man. We're gonna move on to hold on, wait. Oh yeah, he's gone. So we're gonna move on to our triple I was gonna say triple cup chuck, man.
You gotta do me 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. So,
Candy man.
Gonna be twisting around with a perm. LiveWire, man, Donald Trump. What's up with you, bro? What's going on? Where they can find you?
Yo, look, whether you love me or hate me, it's your boy LiveWire. Check me out. Keep fresh content coming, man. And yo, cut out them goddamn dolphin sounds, man. Fuck that. I want to recount. This motherfucker.
It's a unanimous vote. Go ahead, man.
Damn, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck, I own it. Fuck it. You call me Flipper from now on. LiveWire.
Live Flipper or Flipper Wires, whichever one you want.
You know, fuck that. I'm not even a dolphin. I'm a porpoise, bitch.
Okay. All right. And then all day left. So I'll go ahead and I'll do a shout out for you. You know, El Mega, he don't be playing no games. He be keeping his shit on all day. You know. But see, my hours only put 18 minutes, but I'm already the game of all time. You know. So, you know what I'm saying? So
shit trash.
Shout out to RDX.
That shit trash, bro.
Shout out to RDX. And to Dealer, and to Colt, and to Luca, and all the rest of them.
Check out Cole Eastwood. He just put out a nice little video today.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them. You know. I'm putting in 18 minutes right now on the game of choice, PlayStation for life. And you know what I'm saying, multiplayer. I be killing Kmega. I be killing them all. You know. So all right, thank you all day. And get your ass out of here. You know. You still an L Mega. All right, cool. All right, so now thank you so much for joining us. And as always, man, we will see you guys next week. Man, the links in the description for everybody on the podcast, man. You know, for the people that's here and for the people that's not, you know what I'm saying? Much love and respect to everybody out there doing their thing. It's Friday night. Whatever you're going to do, make sure you have a good damn time doing it. Thank you so much for rocking out with us as usual. And we are out. Peace, guys.
The Dirty Birds garbage.
Oh.